Astronomers and scientists have always been willing communicators. From Galileo's discourse, Darwin's notebook, to the Brian Greene lectures or the CERN Twitter page, explaining complex scientific ideas across both to colleagues and laypersons has been at the top of the agenda for practicing scientists. In the modern world, social media is an alternate media where online users generate, hire, and share media and use the content of Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, Wikipedia, MySpace, etc. for forming opinion and decision making. Astronomy communication cannot ignore this field, even though we will discuss some of the inherent difficulties of these channels to respond science communication methods as is known to us today. Compared to blogs, microblogs are still a relatively new form of communication. Microblogs share with normal blogs the sequential organization of information in dated entries, but they are usually constrained in length to facilitate scanning of a large number of posts rapidly. Another point of distinction is that microblogs are typically centralized service rather than decentralized software packages that can be run from one's own web server. Twitter is by far the most popular service, though competitors exist both related specifically to science and for general use. Microblogging is used in many instances as a platform towards astronomy communication by voluntarily engaging in discourses towards understanding natural or astronomical phenomena. WhatsApp groups are now extremely popular and easy to form. A group with a focused interest forms a group using WhatsApp. We from RSCP Calicut quite frequently post microblogs on various astronomical news and events like the Hubble telescope exhibition to mark its 25th anniversary. On some other occasion, we post short snippets of the astronomy exhibitions and panel displays at our science center. We also have a functional astronomy club where anybody interested in astronomy and space science can become members. And for the discussion forum and various activities of the club, we maintain microblogs. As a part of the activities, we organize Global Astronomy Month during the month of April every year. Zero Shadow Day is an important event and many people from all walks of the life participate in the event. Microblogs are handy in disseminating the planning and the participation protocols of the events. Exhibitions on moon and space science are great attractors. These are organized by our science center and planetarium. Microblogs appear handy to communicate the importance of these events to lay public and enthusiastic students. Sky observation program and discussion on telescope handling, constellation and celestial objects visible in the sky at a particular date and time can be communicated using microblogs. Astro discussions, star party communications, tidbits of small telescope making sessions all fall under the purview of microblog for astronomy communications. To post a microblog or to read those posts by others, a person must typically create accounts which are linked with mobile phones, email accounts, instant messaging, and web pages. Any medium they will use to send updates. As updates are added, they will aggregate it into a personal stream of information or occasionally in a group as in WhatsApp, sometimes fused with updates from other users they have chosen to follow. Users tag posts with keywords so that others can search topics and follow comments and conversations. Astronomy communication entities may indeed find a growth model in forming and adopting such microblogging communities. Being from the field of science centers, we propose that every science center may consider forming such niche user or interest groups to discuss topics, themes, lingos, books, documents, programs, experiments, media production, infographics, etc. To implement such platforms, the Regional Science Center and Planetarium Calicut have constituted Astronomy Group, Scientia Group, Book Lovers Group, and Curatorial Work Group of users. We are creating an active public blogging platform in our website to further expand the experiment. Here we reproduce a graph of chat in the WhatsApp group titled Astro Enquiries regarding the nature of abstract and concrete of the astronomical understandings. Here different group members, everyone is cooperatively trying to put up his or her understanding of the proposition under discussion and thereby getting engaged in the focused communication in the form of an open, independent dialogue and no one-way lecture. From the graph, here it is also possible to define metrics to charter the course of actions, interests and popular understanding of astronomical concepts. We can extract certain characteristics from this unmoderated conversation case excerpted here. A nuanced, moderate, and purposeful group can engage in forming collective opinions on technical issues. Equal participation of independent minds throw light on different facets of ideas and can create new linguistics for discussing a feature point. Cross-referencing and immediate call for explanation from a knowledge group may help not only the uninitiated but also the expert of a field to delve into multiple branches forking from one core theme. This free-form, non-linear, informal learning tool can offer lifelong learning scope. It can both be intellectually satisfying and challenging. Compulsion of noting down the ideas expressed facilitates immediate and organic documentation, which is absent in verbal communication. The knowledge corpus, once recorded, is searchable and verifiable. It is almost a test case for Feynman learning technique, wherein one learns by teaching others. Microblogging is gaining popularity among people, and as discussed, it is effective in astronomy communication. Further, popularity of microblogging can also be attributed to limited attention span of layperson with a gyrating mind among multiple distractions in the physical world.